Hello class 10th. Today we are going to do pair of linear equations in two variables. Your chapter 3rd. Now let's first of all go by its meaning. What is the meaning of pair of linear equations in two variables? Let's go by word. Pair is two. Linear equations having degree 1. Two variables, two unknown terms. Now according to it, this is the standard form of these type of equations. a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Where a1, b1, c1 are your real numbers. They can be rational number, integers, can be decimal numbers, any type of numbers, even irrational numbers like root 2, root 3, etc. Now this kind of equations you have done in your 9th class also. In 9th class you have done linear equations in two variables, but that was linear equation only. Not a pair was not given. Like x plus y is equal to 7 is your linear equation in two variable. Degree of x is what? 1. Degree of y is what? 1. Similarly here degree of xy was what? 1, 1. Here also 1, 1. Now you should, in such equations, what you used to do? You used to give values to one variable from your side, like, and then find out the other value by yourself. How? Suppose I am giving value of y 1 from my side. What will be x? 6. 2 if I am giving x will be 5. Similarly, so on. Now, but in this all thing you have done in your chapter 4 of class 9th. Now here what we are doing is we are given two equations, pair. So like x plus 2y is equal to 4, 2x plus 3y is equal to 7. This is a pair of linear equations in two variables. Now similarly I have given one more example, 3x minus y is equal to 5, 2x minus 4y is equal to 6. Now note one thing, this is your a1 is here what? 1, a2 is what? 2, b1 is 2, b2 is 3, c1 is 4, c2 is 7. Similarly here you can see. Note one thing, that c1, c2 both should lie either on your right hand side of the equation, like after equal or before equal. You have to write, remember c1, c2 should be both either on the right side of the equal sign or on the left side of the equal sign. Now there are four methods of solving such equations. We are going to discuss first method today, that is graphical method. I know you people don't have graphs at your home, but I have done it on the simple notebook. Graph I have solved it on simple notebook. You can do it like me. Now according to this method, you have to draw graph of both equations on same Cartesian plane. I am repeating, on same Cartesian plane. For example, see here. I am showing you one graph. For example, this equation I have taken. Now putting values, x I have given 1, y 0, so on. You can do it yourself. You can see it also by pausing the video. I have drawn the graph of this equation like this. Similarly, if one more equation you are given, you have to draw it on the same graph. Like wherever it can be drawn, you have to draw. Now, three types of possibilities arise when you draw two graphs or two equations on the same Cartesian plane. And what type of possibilities are those? There are three types of lines. One is when you draw the two equations on the same Cartesian plane, the lines can be intersecting this way or this way. Anywhere they can intersect, anywhere. You can draw it like this also. They can intersect here also, anywhere. Now the intersecting point will be actually the solution of that equation. Solution of that two equations. We will discuss it later on also. Now another is parallel lines. This way you can get, when you draw the graph, you can get parallel lines like this way or this way, anyway. Coincident lines. Coincident lines means one over the other. Line one over the other. One line you are getting like this. Suppose 3 points you have taken like this. Another 3 points can be, one can be same, another can be here, another can be here. So two coincident lines you are getting. Now let's go back to standard form of equations in two variables, which I have discussed earlier also. This I have written, and I have shown if c1, c2, this time I am taking on the left hand side. Here in both the cases I have shifted them to right hand side. Now before drawing graph of any equation you are given, you can come to know directly which kind of lines you are getting, intersecting, parallel or coincident. How? I am showing you how. I have taken a graph. This is given, table. This is given in your book also. See in it in your book also. Suppose I have taken a equation x minus 2y is equal to 0. Another is this, cx plus 4y minus 20 is equal to 0. Now compare a1 by a2, b1 by b2, c1 by c2. Here what is a1? 1. A2 is what? 3. So a1 by a2 is 1 by 3. b1 by b2 I have written minus 2 by 4. c1 by c2 is 0 by minus 20. And comparing, you can see a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. Can you see 1 by 3 is not equal to minus 2 by 4? So whenever a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, you will get intersecting lines. And intersecting lines I have shown you have one solution. That is exactly one solution, unique. This again I will tell you later on. Now come to another equation. Pair of equations I have taken. Now comparing a1 by a2, b1 by b2, c1 by c2. Can you see the three are equal? This will be 1 by 2 cancelling. This will be 1 by 2. Minus will be cancelled again 1 by 2. So all the three will give us a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. Whenever you see such equation, the lines must be coincident lines. Like when you draw the graph, one line should be over the other line. Now come to third set of equations. This I have taken again a1 by a2, b1 by b2, c1 by c2 I have done. But again you see 1 by 2, it's okay. Cancelling, you can get 1 by 2. This on cancelling, minus will also be cancelled 1 by 3. So it means a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 but not equal to c1 by c2. Here, when you get such type of ratios or such type of your constant terms, you will get parallel lines. Got it? And parallel lines has no solution. Coincident lines have infinite solutions. Now this I'll later on discuss. Now come to your briefly I have written a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2 implies intersecting lines. a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2 is coincident set of coincident lines. And third, when a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 but not equal to c1 by c2 is parallel lines. Now I have taken one pair of equations. I have taken. For this, I have drawn this table. For this, I have drawn this table. You can pause the video and do it later on. You can check it. Now, for x plus cy is equal to 6, these 3 points were taken from here and I have drawn a line. These I have taken and plot them on the Cartesian plane and drawn a line. Can you see the two lines are intersecting at this point? Can you see? Now, this exactly point 60 is your unique solution of this pair of equations. Is the unique solution of this pair of equations which I have discussed. Now listen to me carefully better. When you draw parallel lines, you will write, when you are going to get parallel lines, you will not get any solution. So you will just write no solution. When you draw lines and you are getting coincident lines, just write what you have to write out, infinite many solutions. Again you will not get any unique solution. Now before doing exercise 3.2, carefully go through examples given before 3.2. Now one important concept also is there for doing questions of exercise 3.2. Whenever lines are intersecting or coincident, it means lines are consistent lines. Because there is a question whether lines are consistent or inconsistent. So whenever you are getting intersecting or coincident lines, sometimes you have not to draw graph. You have to just compare the ratios a1 by a2 or c1, b1 by b2, c1 by c2, and you can come to know whether the lines are coincident lines or inconsistent. And inconsistent case arises when lines are parallel lines. Now listen to me carefully better. 3.2 exercise is ready for you to do. Leave exercise 3.1 for the time being. Do exercise 3.1, and if you are getting any problem anywhere, you can call me personally also and send me in the group also. Thank you.